Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Daily Destiny with Jessie B. I am Jessie Christensen, and how many of you heard the saying, it is not how you start, but how you finish? And growing up and playing sports my whole life, sometimes it's easier to put things in sports analogies. So if we think of a full year as maybe a basketball game or a football game, then this past Saturday, October 1st, was the beginning of the fourth quarter of 2016. And we all know, playing sports, that the score doesn't matter after the first quarter, after the second quarter, or after the third quarter. But what matters is the score after the fourth quarter, after the game. And playing college basketball, I don't know how many times I heard my coach tell us, it is not how you start, it is how you finish. And so, good morning, Leanna. And so it got me thinking, how are we gonna finish the game? How are we gonna come out in the fourth quarter and finish this game? Are there some dreams and promises that God has placed on your heart that He promised to fulfill this quarter that have not been fulfilled yet? So I want to give you some encouragements from a pastor, one of my favorite pastors. His name is Jason Gray, and he said this: God has promised you something in this year. You haven't seen it yet, but if you have the nerve to keep showing up, to keep worshiping, then I'm telling you that God is going to show up in the fourth quarter. He's going to answer the prayers and the promises that He has declared. And so one of my favorite verses that I meditate on when I think about this is 2 Peter 3:9. And it says this: the Lord isn't slow to do what He has promised. And so how are you going to finish this year? Because what God promised, He will fulfill. And I encourage you to keep showing up, keep praying, keep worshiping, keep believing, because God will show up. And because it's the fourth quarters when games are won and miracles happen. And so thank you guys for joining me this morning, this Wednesday. I do want to mention that yesterday I posted a new Your Story Matters project. It was a story written by my best friend, Sarah Kilmer, and her story of how why she said yes to God, and the adventure and the journey that God has taken her on from that moment of surrender. So you can go on to my website, jessiebchristensen.com, and go to Your Story Matters and read that story. It's really encouraging. So, fourth quarter, God is clutch. Yes, He is. Good morning, Philip. All right, you guys, have a great Wednesday. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you guys on Friday. All right, bye-bye.